Bolt guns are back, and in 2025 they're leaner, meaner, and packing more tech than ever before. Whether you're a backcountry hunter or a bench rest junkie, I'm sure these new rifles are going to make you rethink what a bolt action can do. What's up, everyone? This is your boy Sully from Line 45, and today I'm going to give you a rundown of some of the newest bolt-action rifles in 2025 that combine cutting-edge engineering with tried-and-true mechanics. Before I start, I would really appreciate it if you would push those buttons below. The subscribe button, the notification bell, all of them. This is not necessary, but those little clicks help a brother out. Plus, it pushes me to give you more valuable car-related content on your screen. Now buckle up and let's get back to the video. Browning X-Bolt 2 All-Purpose. There's something about Browning that's always felt like slipping behind the wheel of a well-built American truck. It's solid, no nonsense, and born to work. When I got my hands on the new Browning X-Bolt 2 All-Purpose at SHOT Show 2025, it reminded me of pulling out of the lot in a freshly tuned, diesel-tight, responsive, and clearly engineered by folks who know exactly what you're going to throw at it. Right away, the action stood out. This ain't your granddad's bolt gun. The new design has added bolt guidance, and it cycles so smoothly you'd swear it's been broken in already. Pair that with the fully fluted bolt, and you've got a rifle that doesn't bind or stutter, just smooth motion in and out, even when it's dusty or damp. I ran it hard on the range in .308 Winchester, and it was dead reliable. The 16.5-inch heavy sporter barrel is compact enough to swing through the brush, but still holds zero like a champ. It's suppressor-ready too, with 5/8 by 24 threads per inch, which was a huge plus when I ran it suppressed with a Sandman S. Accuracy is sub-MOA all day thanks in part to the free-floated barrel and precision bedding at the lug and screws. What really sold me was the Veritech stock. OD green composite and fully adjustable length of pull comb height and even grip angle. I dialed it to fit me like a glove, and man, it felt planted. That plus the new DLX trigger, which breaks crisp with no creep, made for some seriously satisfying shots. You're looking at $179.99 now MSRP, and honestly, it shoots like it should cost more. This thing ain't just a showpiece. It's a ranch rifle, a deer gun, a truck companion. And speaking of practical precision tools, let me tell you about what Savage's latest ultralight rig brings to the table. Savage 110 Professional Pursuit Rifle. You know how some rifles just feel right the second you shoulder them. That was my exact experience with the Savage 110 Professional Pursuit Rifle. I've run plenty of bolt guns over the years, from budget builds to full-on custom rigs, but this thing struck a balance I didn't expect. It's like Savage finally found the sweet spot between rugged field utility and precision-focused design. Now let's talk about its barrel, because that's what caught my eye first. It's a 20-inch proof research carbon fiber wrapped stainless steel barrel, and if you've ever shot with one, you know it's not just hype. Lightweight, stiff, and incredibly accurate. Mine was chambered in 6.5 PRC, and with that Omniport muzzle brake on the 5/8 by 24 threads per inch, recoil was totally manageable, even shooting prone on uneven ground. I put it through a full day of testing. 0 shifts, no heat drift, and groups that averaged just under MOA with factory ammo. The Savage 110 action has always been a workhorse, but the refinements here are smart radially fluted bolt, a fat knurled bolt knob, and that accu-trigger dialed to 2.75 pounds, which is clean and predictable. Cycling wasn't buttery smooth, like a high-end custom rig, but it was solid. Mechanical in a good way, like racking a bolt that means it. Then there's the Grayboe Phoenix 2 stock, which honestly impressed me the most. It's not some plastic throwaway. It's fully adjustable with a one-hand comb height dial, a recoil pad that actually soaks up energy, and M-LOK plus QD sling mounts wherever you need them. For field carry, it's one of the most comfortable chassis-style setups I've run. Its price is around $2.399. It's not cheap, but you're getting components you'd normally piece together for more. Savage didn't just make a rifle here. They built a hunter's tool. Now, if you liked what this thing brought to the table, just wait till we get into what Bergara's packing this year. Bergara BMRX Carbon. Bergara's been climbing fast in the precision game, and when I finally spent some time behind their BMRX Carbon, I immediately got why folks have been buzzing about it. This isn't just a casual plinker with a nice barrel. It's a purpose-built rimfire that handles like a precision center fire without the weight or price tag that usually comes with it. The first thing that stood out, the carbon-wrapped 20-inch barrel. It's light but not flimsy, stiff enough to hold tight groups at 50 and 100 yards, and has 1/2 inch by 28 threads per inch at the muzzle, which makes it easy to throw on a suppressor and keep things quiet. I ran the 22 LR version, and with match ammo, I was stacking rounds, ragged hole style, no flyers, no wandering zero. That match-grade chamber really shows its worth when you're shooting groups that demand consistency. Now, the X-Stock is something I didn't expect to like as much as I did. It's not a gimmick for the sake of it. It's functional. The vertical grip gave me a more natural wrist angle, especially off a bench. The flat forend helped me stay level and avoid cant, which is huge when you're stretching rimfire past 100. And being able to adjust the cheek piece and length of pull with spacers meant I could tailor the fit in under a minute. For a rifle under 6 pounds, it feels incredibly planted. The Bergara performance trigger broke clean every time. It's user-adjustable externally, and I tuned it down just enough for crisp shots without it feeling touchy. And while it's not a REM 700 footprint, you can drop in a 700-style trigger if you really want, but honestly, I wouldn't bother. For about $850, the BMRX Carbon hits that sweet spot between high-end capability and smart practical design. And if this one impressed you, you would want to check out the next bolt-action rifle here. Christensen Arms Evoke. Christensen Arms has always had that high-end carbon fiber barrel reputation. You see one of their rifles on a rack, and you know it's going to be lightweight, accurate, and pricey. So when I got the chance to run the new Christensen Arms Evoke, I wasn't sure what to expect. No carbon barrel, sub-$900 price tag, and a whole new action design. I figured there had to be a catch. But after putting a few boxes through it in 6.5 Creedmoor, I walked away more impressed than I expected. The first thing I noticed was the build quality. This doesn't feel like a budget rifle. The radially fluted bolt with its oversized octagonal knob cycled smooth and fast. The Sacco-style extractor and plunger ejector did their job perfectly. No hang-ups, no hesitation. Feeding from the MDT polymer mag was flawless, although getting the mag out did take a little extra finger work. It's not a deal breaker, just something to note. My test rifle had a 20-inch hand-lapped 416R stainless steel barrel threaded in 5/8 by 24 per inch, and it came with the RFR muzzle brake installed. Between the brake and the weight, which is right around 7.7 pounds, recoil was soft and manageable even offhand. It's a bit heavier than most hunting rifles, but that little extra up front actually helped me stay on target between shots. The polymer stock surprised me the most. It's got textured grip panels where you want them, a hybrid-style grip that gave me great wrist alignment, and a short Picatinny rail up front for tripod or bipod mounting. I spent some time behind it prone and from a tripod, and it stayed comfortable and solid throughout. And the TriggerTech trigger is crisp, clean, and adjustable. No need to mess with it. For a price of close to $900, the Evoke brings Christensen precision to a way broader crowd. It's a shooter's rifle. It's built smart, but not cheap. Next up is something that you might haven't seen yet. Caracal CSR 338 Precision. There's a certain kind of respect that comes with sending a 338 Lapua Magnum downrange, and after a day on the rifle deck with the Caracal CSR 338 Precision, I walked away with a new level of appreciation for what modern bolt guns can really do. Caracal has been known more for their military contracts and semi-auto builds, but with this rifle, they stepped into precision bolt action territory like they've been doing for decades. The first thing that grabbed me was the build quality. This isn't some slapped-together long-range toy. It's a purpose-built precision platform. The 27-inch barrel is cold hammer forged from 32 Coir Move steel, wears a moderate Palma contour, and has a 1 in 10 twist that handles 250 and 300 grain loads with authority. The 3-port brake tamed recoil enough to stay on glass after the shot, which is rare for something that hits this hard. It's built on a 70-75 T6 machined aluminum chassis with a 4340 steel receiver and an integrated feeding ring. That kind of rigidity translates directly to consistency. The bolt is where it really shines, though. 3 locking lugs, a 60-degree throw dual ejectors, and a tool steel extractor. It cycled smoothly with a tight mechanical feel that never hung up. You know that click-clunk sound of a properly built action. Yeah, this has that. The stock folds adjusts without tools and includes a built-in monopod and bag rider, which was perfect when I was stretched out prone, trying to steady for that 1,000-yard plate. The TriggerTech style 2-stage trigger is fully adjustable and breaks clean every time. Weighing in at 13.9 pounds, it's not light, but it balances well, especially with glass and bipod up front. Controls are ambidextrous, and the 10-round mag fed flawlessly throughout testing. Caracal is not playing around. This thing's built for military law enforcement or serious long-range shooters who demand consistency shot after shot. It's the real deal. And if you're craving this kind of precision in a more compact platform, wait till you see how the next Tikka rifle stacks up. Tikka T1X Ace Target. Tikka has always been one of those brands I trust when I need something that just plain works. So when I got the chance to spend some trigger time behind the new Tikka T1X Ace Target, I was curious to see if their rimfire could live up to the same standard as their centerfire legends. Spoiler alert, it absolutely does. Right away, this thing felt like a serious piece of gear. It's built on a modular aluminum chassis, and unlike most rimfires that feel light or a bit plasticky, the Ace Target feels planted. That black anodized skeleton stock isn't just for looks, it's fully adjustable. I set the cheek rest length of pull and recoil pad to my frame, and within minutes I was locked in like it was built for me. I tested the 22LR version, which comes with a 20-inch cold hammer forged barrel and 5/8 by 24 per inch threads. That barrel is no joke. It's free-floated and perfectly balanced. The 1 in 16.5 twist rate stabilized SK and Ely ammo just fine, and I was stacking dime-sized groups at 50 yards with a suppressor on the front. The 20 MOA pick rail up top gave me the extra elevation to stretch out to 100 and beyond without dialing to the end of my turret. One thing that really stood out was the trigger. It's a single-stage adjustable unit set between 2 to 4 pounds. Mine was dialed to a hair over 2, and it broke like glass. It has 0 creep-consistent reset. The bolt throw is just 45 degrees, which makes fast cycling feel natural, and the ambidextrous thumb rest was a slick touch I didn't know I needed until I had it. At just over 8 pounds and with a 10+1 mag, this isn't a plinker. It's a precision tool built for serious training or competition. Price sits around $1,500, but it shoots and handles like something far more expensive. Now this video won't be complete without a Seekins rifle, right? So yeah, check out the latest Havak PH3. Seekins Precision Havak PH3. Running the Seekins Precision Havak PH3 felt like stepping into the driver's seat of a custom-built overlander. Rugged, refined, and engineered for performance under pressure. Seekins isn't new to precision, but the PH3 proves they're not just making rifles. They're making rifles right. The first time I took this one to the range, everything about it just clicked. From the bolt throw to the trigger brake, it was dialed straight from the factory. The 3-lug bolt is buttery smooth with a 60-degree throw, and it's toolless to remove, which is a godsend when you're cleaning or swapping calibers. And yes, that's the other game changer here. The quick change barrel system. Whether you're jumping from 6.5 PRC to .300 PRC or just want a shorter barrel for a different hunt, this thing adapts without needing a full gunsmith bench. My test model had the 24-inch 416R stainless barrel threaded 5/8 by 24 per inch, running 6.5 Creedmoor. Paired with factory Hornady ELDM, it held sub-half MOA without drama. The TriggerTech trigger, adjustable between 2.5 to 5 pounds, was crisp and predictable. I kept mine just under 3 pounds, and it never flinched. The carbon composite stock isn't just lightweight. It's rigid and fully adjustable with a comb riser that lets me get a perfect cheek weld behind my glass. Its ergonomics is superb. You get an integrated 20 MOA rail full-length M-LOK forend and extended coal support for hand loaders. Seekins even opened up cartridge lengths to 3.14 inches in short action and up to 3.9 inches in magnum, which is huge if you're loading long bullets or chasing every bit of ballistic efficiency. Weighing around 7.9 pounds and priced at $2,300, the PH3 is not a budget rig, but it earns every cent. You're buying a system that performs like a custom rifle with none of the wait times or fitting headaches. But if you want something premium, you should seriously drop whatever you're doing and see this next bolt-action rifle. Watchtower Firearms Bridger Rifle. The first time I ran the Watchtower Bridger, I knew this rifle wasn't built just for looks. It was engineered to perform in places where gear failure isn't an option. Watchtower is usually associated with hard-use carbines and tactical builds, so I was a little surprised when they dropped a precision bolt gun for backcountry hunters. But after putting rounds downrange from prone on a ridgeline and in tighter brush scenarios, I can tell you that they nailed the balance. The barrel is easily one of the most innovative features. It's a hybrid design built from 416R stainless steel and grade 5 titanium. That's not marketing fluff. It actually shaves weight and disperses heat better than anything I've run in this class. Add in its 5R rifling 1 1/8 twist and a threaded 5/8 by 24 per inch muzzle, and it's clear this rifle was made to run suppressed or braked, depending on how you build it out. The action is long magnum rated and cut from 416R stainless too, but it's lightened without sacrificing rigidity. Cycling the graphite PVD-coated bolt felt tight and clean even when I pushed through rapid strings with 7mm PRC loads. Feeding was rock solid, thanks to the Hawkins Precision Detachable Mag System, which seated and released without a hiccup. The trigger, which is a Timney Elite Hunter, set at 2.5 pounds, broke crisp and consistent every time. It made holding tight groups at 300 and 400 yards feel like routine work. But what really surprised me was the Macmillan Mountain Tracker carbon stock. Light, stiff, and perfectly balanced, it felt just right slung across my pack or settled onto a tripod thanks to the integrated Arca Swiss and pick rail plates. Weight came in at just under 6.8 pounds dry, which for a Magnum action rifle with this kind of barrel is impressive. The Cerakote H235 finish held up during some rough field work, and the rifle kept zero after transport and cold morning temps. Watchtower built this rifle that was expensive. It's over $6,000, but it's for serious backcountry shooters, and it shows.